Chrysler 300. Your fuel pumps is actually underneath the seat. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 pops. That's one, and the other side you'll do a pop. And they just come out. Now I already popped the other side for you guys, so I'm going to go back over there, but they literally just pop off and the seat comes out. And then that's where your seat was connected into this guy right here, and the same thing on the other side. And then underneath is your fuel pumps. You don't have to take the gas off underneath or anything. It's literally an access port right here. So those are the fuel pumps. What you're going to do is you're going to release this guy. Get a screwdriver and you're going to release it and pull it out. And underneath that is where your fuel pumps are at. Now the best thing to do to get this ring off, a lot of dealerships will actually have they'll have like an O-ring tool where it kind of goes on there and it screws away. But what I did is I used a brass screwdriver to eliminate sparks, because there is gas here, guys. This is your main fuel drive right here. The left side on a Chrysler 300, the left side, the driver's side, the rear, is going to be your fuel pump, and then the right side, passenger side, is going to be the sending unit. And then this guy works to send it up to here, and it goes all the way up to the engine. So what I did was I used a brass screwdriver and a rubberized mallet, and I put it in put in this little notch right here. And what I did first is, what I read online to do is, because I couldn't get it off, what I read online to do is to go around these notches. You have like a few notches every single time going around. Is you hit those notches with the rubberized mallet and the screwdriver. You just kind of hit them each side, and what that does, it loosens it up, because it's been on there for so long that it's kind of sealed on there from the gunk that's around there. So I did that, went around it once, and then put it right here, and to give it a nice little hit, and it popped off right away. And same thing on this side. Underneath that, that's your little sending unit on your right side. And how it works is this right there connects all the way underneath, this guy underneath, to here. Very easy to do. Very, very easy to do. I don't know a lot about cars, but I replaced my own fuel pump in this guy and saved about $700. Because at the dealership, they're going to tell you $900. They told me $980 for both fuel pumps, parts, and labor, and then the labor was like 3 or 4 hours. And you know very well what they're going to do. They're going to do the same thing you did. They're not going to lower the fuel tank. They're not going to do any of that. They're going to go to this access port and do it the same way you did. What they're supposed to do is lower it, clean it out, make sure there's no gunk in there, and then put the new one back in, and then connect the fuel tank back up to your tank underneath the car. They're supposed to do that, but they all know, the mechanics all know, this access port in the Chrysler 300s, right underneath the seats. So this is a Chrysler 300 2005 2.7, so it's a very basic model, but very, very easy to do. Then I'll explain to you guys what I did after that, once I got it apart. Here's how it looks when I took them off. Here's my old fuel pump. You can see, I don't know what exactly was wrong with it. It is 10 years old. This fuel pump is. You can see, the new one in the lining of this is white, but I couldn't really see any cracks in it. There was no gas leaking inside, so I don't really know exactly what was wrong. It might have been the fuel pump itself, but that's it's kind of the sending unit. I shouldn't even say sending unit, because sending unit is more electrical, but that's the sending pump. So how it works is, this is your regular pump. That's all it was. That's your driver's side, left side pump. I'm setting this up exactly how it is in the car. Driver's side pump, passenger side pump. So how it works is this pumps all the way through here, and it goes to this guy, and that sends it off. So, and these are your little rings. These are my old rings. I'll get to that in a little bit. But how it works is this guy is connected right underneath here. This right here, that's your main pump. It connects right in here. And I broke it off. It's plastic. That's how old it was. I went to pull it off and it just broke. So that might have been the problem. That might have been kind of corroded and leaking. Who knows? But that connects in there. That connects in there, and that's how you get your main. Sorry for the camera, guys. By the way, I'm trying to do this full hand. But that's the main pump. It kind of sends it out. This is the sending pump. And then once that's connected in there, you have. Once this is connected right into there, you have the small one. Then you have this big one right here. And I think these two are your backflows in case it ever gets, you have gas and then you need to go back into the left side pump. I think these are backflows. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about cars to know, but I do know enough how to fix it. So these guys, they literally go right into here and they just pop right in there. Just like that. The small one would do the same thing. Exactly how it is. That's how I got them. They were just in there just like that. And this guy. This guy was connected right in there. It was just like that. That's how I got him. And this electrical thing was plugged into thing right here. It's actually plugged into through all this crap. It's plugged in underneath here. Slides just in just like that. And your O-ring, obviously before I put any of this on, I put the O-ring through here all the way to the top. Now don't do what I did, is I assembled this all into my car and I forgot to put the O-ring in, so I had to take all this back out because the way this O-ring fits, or I'm sorry, I meant saying O-ring, I meant seal. The way this the seal fits through on this guy right here is you actually got to take that off and feed all the way through. You do get your money back for bringing the old ones back. You get, I get an $8 core value for bringing these back, so make sure you don't break it. But that's how your seal would sit. Now I forgot to do that, so I take the whole thing out and feed it all the way through. So just don't forget to do that. But that's how it sits. That's your right side. Very easy to do. This thing, after I got those the black seal off with a screwdriver mallet, it took me about 10 minutes to do. 10 minutes to save myself $700. Very easy to do. So right side, and this thing will go underneath. It goes underneath. You feed it through underneath the seat. It connects to this one. It's honestly it's so easy that I think a little kid could do it because you just kind of figure out where each one fits in. There's always a spot for it. So it really wasn't that difficult at all. And the way these guys sit in is this lip right here, it faces the front. So it faces your seat. These guys will face your seat just like this, facing upwards towards the driver's seat. There's only one way they can go in, so that's how they go in. It's spring loaded. faces up like that. So realistically, it's like this. They're in there just like this. Right side, left side. Sends it all the way through. Very easy to do, guys. And don't forget to put your seal on as well underneath. It goes, this guy goes through there and all the way up. It goes around. It sits right there. Don't use the old seals. Use the new seals they give you. Even though these are probably still fine, these seals look fine still. Use the new ones. But that's to replace it, and that's what it looks like. Connect it all back together. This thing would literally just popped off, and this metal O-ring popped off, and your pumps came out. Very easy to do. Yeah, penny. And then that side. Had this guy in here for about a good week, and I didn't want to put my seats back in yet to make sure it wasn't leaking. But I think I'm good to go to put it back in now. So you guys fix it. Very easy to do. If you have any questions, just shoot me a message on Facebook or YouTube, and help you guys out with it. You know, I wouldn't want to pay $700 for parts and labor, or $700 just for the labor itself. That was ridiculous. I got my pumps. These pumps are about, you can get them from the dealership. I prefer the dealership because you know they're quality pumps, but I got these for about $440 from the dealership, so saved myself a good amount of money.